Okay, welcome everybody to another modern video. Going to be playing some Mardu Midrange through today. This list was in the recent 5.0 dump piloted by dabiggestb, so just taking it straight from there. I've tried Twin, now we're going to try the next of the unbanned cards in Modern, so going to try some Faithless looting today. So the idea of this deck, I mean, the plan A is to shove a Archon of Cruelty in the bin as early as turn sort of 1, and then reanimate it with Persist as early as turn 2. We've got some backup plans as well. We've got Phlages, Seasoned Pyromancers, and a couple of Orcish Bowmasters in there. And we're kind of putting all of that in a sort of mid-range shell. We've got Thought Seizes and Fatal Pushes and Collective Brutalities. So yeah, Reanimator, but with sort of backup plan. Sideboard wise, we've got a lot of stuff to deal with opposing hate. So we've got Wear Tears for pesky Leyline of the Voids, some Stony Silences for the artifact-based graveyard hate, and then other things to interact with our opponent's game plan. So we are running 4 Leyline of the Void. I think this card's really good at the moment. Everyone's going to be trying Faithless looting style decks, so yeah, really happy to have 4 copies of Leyline. We even have 3 Nihil spell bombs as well, so just really going for the graveyard hate. A couple of Damping Sphere, good into sort of Phoenix and things, so probably would like a couple of Meltdowns, but I'll probably change that up if I end up playing this again. So yeah, happy to give it a go. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Been exciting time in Modern at the moment with the banning of the One Ring and other stuff from Energy. So got some interesting cards back to play with. So that's really, really good. If you haven't already subscribed, please do consider doing so. Playing quite a lot of Modern at the moment, just now that the cards have been unbanned. Had done a foray into Standard just to try out the format. So do go and check that out if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, just having some fun in Modern now. Next big tournament for me is next year. Going to go to the sort of open GP style thing in Europe. So that'll be in March, I believe. So probably play quite a lot of Modern leading up to that. Might go to a few Standard events as well. So just keep a finger on the pulse of that. Pioneer, they've kind of killed the competitive scene, so probably won't play too much Pioneer. But if there is a deck that takes my fancy or I see something really interesting, might shuffle on back for a league or two. But yeah, let's see. Well, we've got the nuts. You know, we get to turn 1 Faithless looting, bin an Archon, turn 2 Persist. That is if the opponent lets us do that. Okay, Faithless looting. Well, we're against the same thing, like the mirror. So I think I'm going to take a turn off to no, because if they put an Archon into play, then we put an Archon into play. That's just good. So let's go Faithless looting. Gonna be an Archon and Blood Crypt. And we won't just be persisting next turn. What we really want to happen is the opponent to persist now, enabling us to just eat their Archon with ours. So I'm just going to play this. Well, Inquisition. Actually, we're definitely Thought Seizing and Inquisitioning this turn. So given that we won't Inquisition if this is going to miss, we'll Thought Seize first. They could have Counterspell here. Okay, Counterspell. In that case, what I'm going to do is yeah, I'm just going to pass, because next turn we can go land, Inquisition. If they have another counterspell, they can counterspell that, and then we persist. Okay, that's good for us. Okay, draw another Archon, so let's go land, Inquisition, take their persist. If they have one, of course. No persist, but they do have force. So take the force, persist the Archon, make the opponent sack their frog. They discard Faithless looting, and yep, we'll pass the turn. So as long as the opponent doesn't draw exactly persist, I guess they could looting into a persist. Okay, they go for looting. But we do have an answer to an Archon. Okay, opponent just concedes. So we'll bring in all of our ley lines, spell bombs. Fatal Push, we kind of want to keep Fatal Push because we saw Frog. Edict is good. Brutality, we did see things like Force, but we've got enough of that kind of stuff, I think. I'm going to keep the Priests in. Ending is good against Frog. The Discard is good against the counter spells. Bowmasters is good into looting. Edict's good. Might not want that many push, I guess. This is a lot of graveyard hate. Maybe trim a couple push. I think they're probably bringing in graveyard hate as well, so maybe we trim one, maybe trim both Flages, and maybe keep one push in, I guess. Yeah, I think that's fine. Leyline on the Void is obviously a lot better with the ability to loot it away as well. I'm going to keep this hand. Got graveyard hate. Got a looting. Depends what they play on turn 1. Okay, they loot. If they discard an Archon, which they... and an Oculus. Okay, so we'll just lead on Spell Bomb. Hopefully this doesn't get Force of Negations. Okay, just eat the opponent's graveyard. Don't get to draw a card, but we'll yeah, we'll take that. Now we get to go Inquisition as well. So let's go looting first. Discard 2 Archons, and then go shock in a land, Inquisition them. Surgical Extraction is pretty good there. Yeah, I probably should have Inquisitioned first. Harbinger as well. They don't currently have a land. We can kill the Frog. So it all hinges on whether they find a land. They can just persist the Frog though. So I'm just going to take Harbinger. That has the ability to just lose us the game next turn. Oh, they can just persist. Yeah, well, that was kind of stupid. Well, they found the land anyway. I guess play this looting. We can just concede. Okay, yeah, sequence that all kinds of wrong. That persist one is particularly embarrassing. So if they're on surgical, I do want my Flages in as an alternate win con. So we saw Oculus. I think I kind of want the pushes back. Bowmasters is interesting. Spyro gets a bit worse into... we didn't see opposing Bowmasters actually. I'm going to trim a couple Bowmasters. I think let's trim one Peasy for a push. Because we saw Oculus as well. Edict is a way to kill Archon. Yeah, I think we'll go with this. That's a lot of lands and a spell bomb. I'm gonna mulligan that. That's much better. Bottom the edict, I think. Leyline. Okay, so obviously the high roll is to looting into something, but do we just get swamp? Swamp is awkward into, given that we've got Flage, but I think it's worth having our basic here. Okay, so they have double Thoughtseize, Force, Persist. They can't actually play a Thoughtseize on one yet, though, at this point. I think a Persist doesn't really do anything. I think I'm just going to take the Force. I'm going to take Looting. Like, it's the thing they can play on turn one. Their Persist doesn't really do anything at this point. Okay, they do Surveil. Put one on top. Okay, so let's go land, looting. If they force, that's really bad for us, actually. We're down so many cards. We've got this dead Leyline of the Void. Yeah, Force Pitch Force is pretty good. And now they're going to Thoughtseize, take our Persist. We're kind of cooked. Okay, find Bloodstained Mire. Isn't too bad. Yeah, that's a real problem. So now we need an answer to that. Let's get Shadowy Backstreet, I guess. Oh. That would have been really nice. I should have got a red source there. I'm gonna have to graveyard that one, unfortunately. Takanuma. So we could play another Leyline. I think I'd rather hold on to that. Yeah. We're just gonna die to this Psychic Frog, unfortunately. Right, opponent discards their Persist to the Frog. Another Frog, okay. We draw Persist, which is actually not too bad. So you have to discard, so we might as well play the land. Persist here. Discard. I guess I Inquisition. Stops them discarding to Frog, potentially. Okay. Archon of Cruelty in hand. So I'm probably just going to triple block this one. Oh, this is a 1/1. Do I just block? Or block? They discard Archon. Make this a 2. I think I just need to buy time. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this, so I can escape the Seasoned Pyromancer. Not escape, what's it called? The graveyard thing. chump again, I think. Okay. So they have Archon, 1 unknown in hand. Yeah, we're way off that one, unfortunately. Yikes. Yeah, we'd have to draw that. We have to draw removal into removal, really. If I kept that land, we'd have 3. Yeah, we're still a way off casting that. We're possibly just dead next turn. They can discard 4 cards. Yeah. Okay, we kind of flood out at the end. Yeah, that was pretty rough. We had a very good start in game 1, messed up game 2, and then game 3. Yeah, maybe I should have taken the force. Because like looting, putting stuff into the graveyard. Yeah, it's card disadvantage. I should have just taken the force. That was really dumb. We lost this game. This hand is very good if it's a creature deck. Yeah, with Leyline of the Void in play, I definitely should have taken that force. But I did have to draw a blue card exactly. That's probably quite likely. Never Goif. Okay, so not actually gonna use our fatal push here. Just gonna prismatic ending because otherwise they just bring it back at some point. Probably rather surveil. We'll go and get the shadowy back street. Do want white mana here, and we can get double red here. We'll graveyard that one. Okay, there's a looting. That's interesting. Just ending for now. And then, do we want to looting? I don't think so. Well, yeah, actually, I think I do. So let's go land. Fetch a blood crypt. Looting. What are we discarding? Land push. See what they do. Got a lot of removal spells here. It's looking like our removal spells are going to be good though. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Probably just pushing that. Okay, well, we're not pushing that anymore. Flage. Yep, make a Flage, kill their Dragon's Rage Channeler, gain 3 life, seems pretty good. Put Street Wraith into the graveyard. So we draw. Burning Inquiry. Okay. Well, we discard an Archon of Cruelty to that. We do lose our Edict though, which is our way to kill Hollow One. Probably just going to start off with a looting here. Well, if we draw a land, I'm just going to play Flage, I think. bubble. Okay, they've got phoenixes to hit us potentially. We have fatal push now. Okay, smash us for 5. We'd love to draw persist. Okay, another push is alright. Let's look for it. Well, there it is. It's got brutality, push, persist the Archon. Make the opponent sacrifice the Dragon's Rage Channeler. See what they discard. Discard a Tarfire. So notably, the Detective Phoenix does hang around as a creature. I'm probably not blocking here. Okay, fear of missing out. Discarding fatal push. We haven't. There's no bolts in their hand. Sorry, in the graveyard. Yeah, they haven't put any bolts in there. We can see Tarfire. But yeah, if they attack, we're still not blocking. Like we're so far ahead if we get to swing with this Archon. Doing something. Another Phoenix is fine. Okay. So they sack this. Okay, Edict's pretty good. Start off with an attack. If we just Edict both. Do they now just die if we push Edict? Not quite. Okay, so with these, like, we want okay, so we want to wait until they attack, really, but we don't really want this attacking. Maybe I should have just killed this. Don't know, we're 18 life, not too worried. Yeah. Okay, they cycle. Oh, could now go Bowmasters. Because we have the push. Yeah. Okay, so we saw Hollow One. It's probably a looting deck. Do we want this kind of stuff again? Probably do want ley lines. It's probably a similar thing actually, except I probably don't want push. Brutality's not great. Bowmaster is great because it kills their Bowmaster as well. Flage is good. Edict is not the best. In fact, I'd probably well. Edict does kill Hollow Ones. Do we want like Wear Tear? I might actually What colours were they in? Red and black. I'm going to bring in a couple of wear tears, maybe. Let's take out a priest and bring another wear tear. Right, we see 2 Leyline of the Void, a 1 lander. We have a lot of discard. I'm just going to keep this and see. See if their deck functions. Well, I see your 1 copy of Leyline of the Void. Do we want to put the other one in? Yeah, go on then. Like, it's fine to discard 2. Did we bring in wear tear? We brought in at least 1. Yeah, brought in both. Maybe I should have only put, I probably should have only put 1 in because we only saw red and black. So they're unlikely to be able to deal with this, and it would be better down the line to discard to Seasoned Pyromancer or Faithless Looting, but just in case. Well, that's obviously a 1/1 with that lets them select, gives them some selection. We do have a Bowmaster in hand, which is obviously nice. So what are we going to lead with here? I think just Inquisition. Ooh, wear tear, eh? Okay, so you really want to find a land. Let's just Inquisition. Fear of missing out, Faithless Looting, no land. Faithless Looting is card disadvantage, but if they go Faithless Looting, how afraid of Fear of missing out are we? They can't definitely play that next turn. I'm going to take the looting because we can't at this point deal, well, we can deal with Hollow One potentially. But we'd need the lands to deal with that. We had this last time, didn't we? So let's say they go land, looting, Hollow One. Maybe I should have thought seized to take the Hollow One. I'm just going to take the looting. I really don't want them playing Hollow One. If we can draw lands, we're in really good shape. Does the opponent find a land? That's the other thing with looting, it lets them dig for a land. So we'd love to draw land here. Like any fetch land. Any white source. Spell bomb, not the best. I'm just going to thought seize. Okay, so they have a thought seize. I think I want to take that. Not sure why they play Netherglyph there. But I really don't want them thought seizing our Wear Tear or our Bowmaster. Okay, they cycle Street Wraith. Okay, Street Wraith into Street Wraith does allow them to play Hollow One here, and they hit the land. There's Hollow One. So yeah, we really need land for Bowmasters. Land. Great. Okay. So, unfortunately, yeah, not drawing land here probably loses us this one. Because if we'd drawn land, we could have waited for them to go Fear of Missing Out and killed both their creatures. I mean, land is still very good because we get to fuse Wear Tear. Okay, there's the fear. So we're taking 5. Land? Okay, it is a land. So let's go land, pass. Do you have to fetch shock? Just want to find white mana. Okay. So go get red, white. Well, do we need double black? I think red, white. Bowmaster. Shoot here. Just block 4 damage. Go to 6. So yeah, really wanting a land here. Okay, we find it. So now we can just go land, pass. So we go destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, block here, then we can persist the Bowmasters potentially. We could just kill both their creatures. That's actually an option as well. I wonder if that's just better. So we could go block here and then wear tear both of these. I think that's better. Because we've actually got a way to discard this. So let's block here. Just saves us so much damage. Like, it depends what they have in their hand, but I think that was okay. I guess it makes our hand a bit dead, but let's go Surveil, Blood Crypt. Don't think we're really looking to just go for 8 mana Archon. We'll just cycle the spell bomb here. Not that them not cracking the fetch might mean they have Fatal Push. Yeah, really wanted. Didn't want to cycle the spell bomb there because we've seen they've run Thoughtseize, so didn't want to run into that. They could have. Oh, that doesn't do it anyway because of Leyline of the Void. Okay, yeah, that was stupid. Okay, Prismatic Ending. We can't Prismatic Ending this. There's no point in Prismatic Ending this. So we'll just hold on to that one. Yeah, long time since I played with Spellbomb against Leyline of the Void. But yeah, Spellbomb does not draw a card because it doesn't hit the graveyard. Maybe I should have killed this, but even so, we haven't found any way to discard. Maybe with Prismatic Ending we should be splashing another colour, but I get the feeling the opponent has a hollow one in hand. Godless Shrine. I guess Phoenix is pretty good as well, because like it just has haste. Don't be Bowmasters. Yikes. Okay, so we get a 5. We're going to go to 3 from the Bowmaster attack. We ending 1. Don't know, if we kept that land, we'd be on 6 lands. We're still miles away from hardcasting this. Looting isn't a bad draw. Wear Tear is one of the better draws. Okay, we go to 3. Warble. Let's see what we're drawing. Okay, Triome. So let's go ending here. We don't have that many turns. I think I need to cycle. Okay. Cycling there, because if they have another Bowmasters, we're dead anyway. We have ways to deal with this. Okay, fear of missing out is pretty good. We go to 1, so we need to draw. Like Flage would actually be pretty good. Did we trim a Flage? There's Wear Tear. It does keep us alive. Because we can just tear this. We get a 1. Okay, they loot, which is fine. Because they may make a mistake and discard a load of stuff and then play out a hollow one pre-combat. In which case we have Wear Tear to kill both. Also dead to things like Lightning Bolt. Yeah, okay, but yeah, sequenced well. Okay, Hollow 2. So that will... yeah, okay, so that will lose us game 2. So a lot of Leyline of the Voids there. I mean, I think I'm going to cut another Priest. What about Flage? Flage is just good at removing stuff. Spellbomb, I think I'm going to... I kind of want to trim the spell bombs. Bring back the pushes. Yeah, like... Spellbomb into their Leyline of the Void is really bad. Don't know. Give that a go. Not overly enthused, but... Right, yeah, we'll be on the play. We have a Leyline of the Void and 2 lands and a Persist. Yeah, this is fine. Leyline. Have they got a Leyline? No Leyline on the opposing side. So... I'm going to lead off with Raucous Theatre, I think. Yeah, we'll have the third land. That way way. We can go potentially push. Push into looting this turn. How afraid of Blood Moon are we? Don't know. I don't want to get basic swamp because of this Flage. Okay, Thoughtseize is... yeah, it's fine against us here. I probably take Persist. It's either Persist or... well, it could be looting. See what they... okay, they take the Persist. Okay, we were at Bloodstained Mire. So I think we'll just start with a looting. Okay, we draw a lot of lands. Am I discarding the Flage? Probably not, but we do need 4 lands. Yeah, let's discard Flage. Sacred Foundry. Play a land and pass. But we do need 4 land to cast Flage. Each player... okay. So we keep our land. Could be some hollow ones in our future. Flage quite good against hollow one. It's not just high roll, loads of hollow ones onto the field. Okay, another Thoughtseize. Take our Inquisition. No hollow ones. So yeah, I'll go and get another Surveil here. Yeah, we'll leave that one on top. Do we want basic mountain? Probably not. Ooh. So to get white mana, we have to get Godless Shrine. So we might as well get basic mountain here. Is there anything that punishes us for that? Don't think so. Yeah, Spyro, one of our better draws here. Just make a token. Unfortunately, I suppose we could have looting, but unfortunately we find Blackleaf Cliffs, which doesn't cast Flage and comes in tapped anyway. We draw another push, which isn't the worst. I suppose the opponent might be unwilling to, you know, they know we've lost the push, but they might be unwilling to play out creatures like Fear of Missing Out for the fear that we just Flage it. Good blocker here as well, potentially. What did we discard? We just discarded lands. We kept exactly the same stuff in hand. Okay, well, we'll just use the push. Play our land. Probably shouldn't have played that land, actually. So I haven't played with Faithless Leading in so long, but obviously you want to keep cards in hand to discard to the flashback to looting. FOMO's fine. I mean, you can always discard the card you draw for turn. Okay, they discard their own ley line. Do we bother pushing here? If we draw Flage, that's just so much better. Although if they have Fatal Push, them killing Flage isn't great, but it's not actually that bad. I'm just going to keep hold of this. Yeah, because now we just get to get full use out of our Flage. Red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, Flage just wins the game. Yeah, just holding on to the push was fine there. I think like we needed to rip a land to hit Flage, and might as well 2 for 1 our opponent. So yeah, 1-on-1. Not playing the tightest, but hopefully can learn some lessons and move on to the next ones. Right, interesting hand here. I think we're going to keep it. It's very good if we're against a creature deck. We've got draws that maybe let us loot these away. If it's not, Prismatic Ending obviously kills just about anything. Only 1 untapped land, and it's not red. Okay, Street Wraith. Faithless looting. Hopefully this isn't just turn 1, hollow 1. Because we can't do much about that. Goblin Law. Okay, hollow 1. Is there a hollow 2? Oh, no. Okay, so now I think we just have to high roll and hit. Yeah, Shadowy Backstreet. Right, let's just put Archon into. Oh, okay, well, that's an out. I was saying we need to high roll. We do not want our opponent to Burning Inquirius. We take 8. We also don't really want them playing a creature, but okay, that is a little bit annoying. Okay, I'm hoping let's persist here. So they sacrifice the Dragon's Rage Channeler. We gain some life up to 13. If they attack, we'll block a hollow 1, I think. I just need to get that off the field. Yeah, they do attack with all. So that's... Yeah, no, we have to block. The chance that they have like Bowmasters or something, because this is 12 damage. Another Nether Goyf. Please no Tarfire. Oh, so we're going to get to swing and kill a load of stuff. Okay, so combat. Oh, they have no cards in hand as well, which is good. Oh, I should have gone push, ending, make them sacrifice the hollow 1. That was... Oh, they sacrificed the hollow 1 anyway. That's good. So now we just go ending one of them. We have Fatal Push Up. Yeah, we'll keep that ending. Probably should have just pushed right then and there. I mean, yeah, we just kind of high rolled this one. you know. But saying that, the opponent also high rolled by putting 2 hollow ones onto the field on turn 2, so on turn 1. So can't feel too guilty, I don't think. Okay, so hollow one again. We saw Nethergoyf and Dragon's Rage Channeler. There's another Leyline of the Void matchup. I think I'm going to bring in, yeah, the Wear Tears as well. We'll cut the Priests and cut some Brutalities, I think. What else do we cut? Flage is really good. Thoughtseize and Inquisition. I mean, we could consider trimming some of those. Trim an Inquisition or 2. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've always been a Leyline of the Void lover. Well, maybe love is incorrect, but in the right deck, especially in something like this, where, like I say, we've got a lot of ways that we can just discard it for value. You know, you got your Faithless Lootings and your Seasoned Pyromancer, and Faithless Looting makes this card, well, it's a lot better for, you know, because we can discard it, but it's also good into opposing Faithless Looting decks. So yeah, I feel like a lot of decks I play for the foreseeable future will have Leyline of the Void in it. Another thing I want to try is creativity. Probably a very similar shell to this. Definitely with the Faithless Lootings. I'd probably go green for Jund. That way we get access to potentially Ren and 6, but also a load of sideboard cards. I think things like Paw Patch Formation is probably good if people are going to be running Twin. Can't remember the other modes. Can't remember if it can destroy an artifact or enchantment. Let's have a look. Paw Patch. Paw Patch Formation. Creature with flying, enchantment, or draw a card, make a food. So yeah, kind of a bit of everything we want. Right, well, we have the nuts again. Yeah, we're going to keep this one. Hopefully, well, I mean, it's the nuts if they don't have Leyline of the Void. See. Okay, so they've mulled 6. Like, Burning Inquiry is potentially very good. We probably want a white land at some point. Well, yeah, definitely want a white land at some point. So cycle 2 Street Wraiths. Got a looting again. Could just be hollow one. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay, draw Blackleaf Cliffs. I mean, I'm just going to try and high roll it again. Okay, so let's discard Archon, Blackleaf, no, Blood Crypt, probably. Yeah. Faithless Looting, sure. See what they're going for here. They could be looking for lands, could just be looking for hollow ones, could be looking for a Burning Inquiry to try and get rid of our potential persists, but we do have 6 cards in hand. I don't think I'm going to play scared of Surgical Extraction here. They have it, they have it. Like, we never, given that we've already dumped an Archon into the bin, we're never kind of playing, we're never getting around that. See what the opponent wants to discard. They discard Bowmasters and another Channeler. Okay, there's a Nethergoyf. It's got 2 cards in hand. No delirium, so we get hit for 1. Another Archon. Well, we didn't come here to not do this. There we go. I mean, this has been turn 2 both games. I mean, this one was a bit more likely with Faithless looting. The other one just had to kind of high roll with a shadowy back street. Or surveil land, I think it was shadowy back street, yeah. 2 cards now have the opponent. Sack the channeler, they discarded another Nether Goyf. And yep, just pretty free win. We get quite lucky, obviously. But we take those. See you for round number, what's this? Round number 4. God, we're going through this league pretty quick. Right, certainly like to play first. 1 lander, and it doesn't cast Faithless Looting, so we're going to mulligan here. Much the same, so we're going to mulligan again. This is better, so we'll keep, and we'll bottom 2 lands, probably Backstreet and Marsh Flats. Okay, looting. Well, we didn't come here to not do it, like I say. See what the opponent's got for us. I mean, we're very weak to like a Thoughtseize, but yeah, just gonna put our Archon into play on turn 2 again. Yeah. Not much the opponent could do about that. We don't really know what they're on. We saw just Delighted Halfling, so we don't really have any mass removal here. Not going to bring in Layla in the Void. We could hedge by bringing in Wear Tear. We want all our fatal pushes. Collective Brutality is probably good against that kind of thing. Bowmasters. I find myself trimming these priests quite a lot. I think I'm just going to hedge by bringing in 1. Just see. So yeah, we're really not much information. We have the potential here. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. Because in theory, we can Thoughtseize ourselves turn 1 if we draw a land and then we can persist. If not, we can just go for push or what have you. Like, it's not the best keep, but... Okay, they go Halfling again. Okay, so now I'm just going to push the Halfling. Okay. Oh, we do draw the land. Well, I'm going to go for it here. If the opponent has endurance, they have endurance or surgical. We'll just concede to that probably. Grist is fine. Well, Grist is pretty good, but we've got 2 copies of Persist, so... Okay, find another land. Let's go... Ooh. Yeah, let's just Persist. Okay. Okay, Thoughtseize is pretty good. Could Thoughtseize myself, but it's very likely they kill this anyway, so let's just Thoughtseize them. Okay, Halfling. So they're going to go down ticks, sacrifice the end set, kill Archon. Yeah. They have just a mortuary. But then we're just going to persist the Archon. Okay. Like another creature obviously lets them kill again, but they do lose their grist. Thinking about what they want to do. Well, there's endurance. Okay, so let's go persist here, and then in response to the trigger, I'm just going to fatal push here, because then they have to sacrifice the grist. Yeah, and there's no way out. Okay, well, that was pretty good. I think I messed up match 1. If I hadn't have done that, we're in really good shape, you know, for a 5-0. But yeah, loving this deck, and I've got a bit lucky, but Faith of Looting just smooths out this just so well. So yeah, really happy. Let's move on to round number 5. Right, yeah, we can keep this one. Got a lot of good stuff in it. Okay, just a tap land from the opponent. We have 2 copies of Faithless Looting, so let's just go land. Let's cast 1. Well, there's an Archon that's a good one to put into the graveyard. We do have the Priest, so we'll keep hold of that. That's been a push. And then we'll just rip Persist off the top like an absolute champion. Probably not playing it into double open blue though. Okay, Flage isn't too bad. Definitely want land. Do I play the Priest? Or do I like do brutality? I think I'm just going to play the Priest. I really want to get just black in case of Harbinger, but that cuts us off Flage, so I think I'm just going to get Blood Crypt. Let's play the Priest. Well, Priest probably just dies, but I think that's better than the alternative. Maybe we could have gone Brutality, pitch Flage. But getting that counted isn't great. Tasha's Hideous Laughter. So is this Mill? I assume this was Murktide. So it's quite likely they have let's go looting first. It's quite likely they have surgical effects in here. Discard 1, 2. I think I'm just going to play Bowmaster here. Okay, another Archon. Oh, I should have played. Oh, why didn't I play Bowmaster then? That was dumb. Crab. Okay, so we can get value out of Brutality there. So life total not an issue. We've got double red, so probably getting white is a good idea. We could have Archive Trap. No Archive Trap to be seen. Okay, another land is interesting because we could just cast Flage. I think I'm going to do that. Blood Crypt, Flage, before they can surgical it. They could have Counterspell. But it just closes the game so quickly. Guess I could have Drown in the Lock as well. Yeah, I was probably meant to. Yeah, I was probably meant to Brutality first. That was it's pretty obvious they were holding up Drown in the Lock there. I was meant to Brutality, pitch, push. That's a lot of crabs. Hopefully they don't. They do have a land. So this time I'm probably going. Depends we draw. Persist would be nice. They put one on top. They probably put a land on top. Okay, so let's go Brutality. We could play the Priest. We could play Flage. I think I want to kill. They've probably put a fetch land on top. So let's go this, black, red, discarding, priest. Got in hand, because I think we have to kill. I think we have to kill one of those crabs because they probably put a fetch land on top, given that they've just played out 3 things. Okay, they push there. Okay, they got Field of Ruin anyway. So now we just go push here. So we can't Flage now, unfortunately. Okay, so let's go land. Just gonna. Oh, do we have one we can go and? Oh, it's only a tap land we have. That's rough. So let's go Spyro. Draw 2 Thoughtseize. Just Misty's not bad though. We are at 6. Disgusting. Okay, so Tasha's there. We're pretty unlucky because Tasha's isn't until you get 20 and we are running Archons. This is probably not a great matchup. Because they run loads of surgical effects. So Edict out. Spell bombs in maybe. Yeah, try that. Like fatal pushes and stuff are fine. What do we think about this? I think I kind of want to mulligan to a persist, given that. I mean, priest is pretty good. Okay, we'll keep this. But given that they're milling us, it would be nice to mulligan to a persist, I guess. Theatre, land. How into another land are we? Don't we want to mill ourselves? Let's graveyard that one. Maybe we should have kept that so we don't have to archive trap. Like, so that we don't have to fetch and put ourselves weak to archive trap. If this is the 2-drop, the 2 toughness crab. Okay, opponent has a spell bomb. There's an Archon. I'm just going to play out the priest. What do we want? Doesn't really matter. Priest attacks for 2 as well. Next turn we can Spyro. Okay, that's a 2-drop crab, so we're not Spyroing now. Prismatic Ending would have been a nice hit. Okay, so let's go Brutality. -2/-2, this one. Yeah, just those 2, I think. Discard Archon. Okay, a couple of visions. Take visions. So they have a crab, so they are going to mill us next turn. We can go for it right now. I think I do. Make them crack the spell bomb without drawing a card, and then we have Flage potentially. Just going to go and get the Surveil land now. Probably just put anything in the graveyard. Definitely that one. Just filling up the graveyard for Flage is obviously pretty good. They played... Oh, another one? Okay, so we have to... It's going to go Flage here, which is pretty rough. But we need to kill the crab. Play Blackleaf Cliffs. So crab, they've used both of those. Push. Yeah, shock in this. And this. Play Spyro. Hope they haven't drawn exactly Drown in the lock. Yep. It's pretty good. They Surveil, put one on top. They might just be playing the control game here. Okay, so Thoughtseize is good, but what I'm gonna... Oh, Extirpate. Okay, so we can't do anything about that. They get to see what we've drawn. That is our only Flages, though. So Thoughtseize is good because we get to potentially force something through. I think they use their Delta. And we might as well put some 1/1s onto the field here. Each opponent mills 14 cards. Okay. So there's an Archon in there. there's an Archon. So yeah, just attack. Try and beat them down with Seasoned Pyromancer tokens. I suppose we could play around an extirpate by doing it sorcery speed. They might have Toxic Deluge or something. Let's do this now. Yeah, doesn't really matter. So this is if a library has 20 or fewer. Okay. So let's go Thoughtseize you. Double Archive Trap is very scary given that they can just cast them all. And then they can do this as well. So they're going to Archive Trap, which isn't instant. It's not getting any better, I guess. Take the crab. Trouble is they get to Archive Trap, which puts us to the threshold of this Sheldock Isle. Which probably wins the game. There is a priest in there. Really depends on what's underneath this Sheldock Isle and the top of their deck now. I think we're going to be a turn or two too slow. I wonder if we want Lightning Bolt. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see what it is. It's a crab. Okay. I do have a push. Oh, they mill a Pyromancer. So we're going to do that one. Another Archon. So I guess we can... We could looting... drawing cards, but that's not amazing. Well, actually, if we find persist, yeah, that's looting. Okay, don't draw anything, unfortunately. Push here. Well, it's all dependent on what's on the top of our opponent's library. If it's a mill spell, we lose. If it's not, we win. Okay. Well, the Pyromancer tokens get there. Any changes? We saw Nile spell bombs, so I think I'm going to bring in the Stony Silences. I think that's probably better than the spell bombs of our own. Yeah. Okay, what do we have? One lander with a persist I'm going to keep. Okay, draw. Why don't we draw a Blood Crypt, which is nice. Let's play the theatre. What's the chances they mill us next turn? We don't really want to draw this. Let's graveyard it. Okay, opponent puts one on top. Draw. Flage. Okay, so what do we want to do here? So go Shock in, Thoughtseize. We could just go Brutality. They could drown in the lock. We can't play this. I think I'm just going to go Thoughtseize. Ensnaring Bridge is potentially awkward because we didn't bring in... I don't think we have any way of dealing with an Ensnaring Bridge. They have 2 copies of this kind of effect. Gonna take the Ensnaring Bridge. Wasn't really expecting that, but... Okay, they cycle the visions. Obviously we're not fetching now. Until we can get rid of that archive trap. Okay, so do we... Okay, so let's just cast this. I'm just going to use it as the duress mode. See if they want to use their things. They don't, so we'll take the trap, play the land. I suppose, yeah, I'm just going to do this now before they can draw another trap. I'm just going to go and get the Triome. Because they're going to mill us anyway when they play a land. We don't have a basic plains. Let's get the Triome. Okay, trap down. Field of Ruin. So they have 2 pieces. Okay, I'm surprised they don't hit our land. Because I'm just going to... kill the crab now. I think, yeah, getting this down first is good. Now they're going to, yeah, extirpate Flage, but it only hits 1 card out of our library, which is good. Oh, okay, so I accidentally cleared the wrong one. Like, our hand is reasonable. No, I would imagine they will crack the Field of Ruin now, hit our land. There's nothing we can do with it anyway, so they want to mill as much as they can. Although they might want to save Field of Ruin, I suppose. Okay, they have another crab. So the last... there's Archon, that's rough. So we know they have Surgical Extraction. I think I'm just going to play the Pyromancer. Get rid of these 2, probably. Well, yeah. Just the things that don't do anything at the moment. They're going to struggle, I think, to win in time. Oh, this does make attackers at least. Play our land. Pass the turn. do anything, which is interesting. Sheldock Isle is a pretty good hit. So I'm going to attack now. And then we can potentially Bowmaster the crab down. Surgical now. Okay, so they know what we've got, so probably not going to block. Yeah. Okay, so now I wonder if... So I think we just go persist the Pyromancer. Discard. So many other creatures. That has Unearth anyway. So get rid of persist land. We could ending, but I think I'd rather play Bowmasters. Just gonna play it now. Like I really don't want to get drown in the locked or anything. I've made a bit of a board. Oh, we have the ending now, so that's good. Okay, and push is also very, very good. So let's go ending here, white, red, black. I think I'm just going to push. I want to get through with maximum damage. They'll do that. We'll find mountain. I don't think I want to Faithless looting right now because this is 20 or fewer. So yeah, don't really want to draw anything. Okay, put the opponent to 6. We've got 22 cards in library. Yeah, okay, well, I think that's probably quite a bad matchup, but very, very happy with that. Yeah, the deck felt super good. Faithless looting is an incredible card. Really, really happy with that. Colors I like, doing powerful stuff. Decent. We saw the decent backup plan there. Yeah, really happy. So yeah, let me know what you thought and if you've got any suggestions for future decks. But other than that, I will see you again next time. Cheers.